It's Trial Tuesday with attorney David Ayler, and today we are discussing DMV Amnesty Week, just who can and can't get their license back. So David, good morning, first of all, and I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for this. So is this just for suspended licenses? Like, how does this work?
Yeah, they'd only do it once a year. The DMV does it once a year. It's going to be March 16th through the 20th, and we try to put the announcement out a little early on our website and things like that because so many people have license issues. And basically, there's a number of different people that are in a position that they can actually get their suspension lifted.
Okay.
And basically what that means is, you have plenty of times where people have paid all the fines that, they've had due to a traffic ticket or whatever it may be. However, because of something to do with maybe what their plea was related to how many points they had on their license and that sort of thing, or the ticket they pled to, they're suspended. So it may not be that they've not paid back all the money, it's just that the time period has not elapsed. Well, with this week that's going to come up from the 1st of March, March 16th through the 20th, I guess middle of March actually, you're able to go get your license and get it back completely as long as you've paid off everything. However, these are for anybody that's suspended under things like, if you're driving an uninsured vehicle, if you were driving a non-licensed taxi, which we've seen some issues with that, of course, lately. Or if you're points, if you've gone over in the amount of points you can have, you can go up to 12 points. So there's a number of different ways that you can actually go and get it done to various types of suspensions. However, alcohol and drug suspensions are excluded.
Doesn't count. So if I hear you right, if you're paid up and it's a traffic violation or insurance problem, you can go and you can get it back. You can shorten that timeline, correct? But if it's alcohol or something more serious, you don't qualify.
Well, if there's alcohol or drug suspension, obviously we're talking about DUIs and anything related to driving under the influence type of charge, you cannot get that suspension lifted. But like I said, if it's an uninsured motor vehicle and you had 6 months and you had 3 left, as long as you pay those fines off during that week and you apply, you have to go through that application, you can go ahead and get that suspension lifted completely.
That's great. Now, you said it's in March. Should people fill out paperwork now, or do you have to go right when it starts?
No, you can go ahead and start looking online with the DMV, and you can look at which DMV you want to go to. You can go ahead and get the application, get everything ready, and then during that actual week is when it gets granted. Do
people need an attorney? So they turn to someone like you to go through this, or is this something I can do on my own?
It's definitely something you can do on your own. Sometimes people want the assistance of an attorney just to make sure they do it right, or they'll have an attorney look it up for them. We get a lot of calls. That's why I always put something up on my blog about it. But you definitely can do it on your own. The most important thing is you need the money. You need to make sure you can get all those fines paid up, because even during the week of the amnesty, if you don't have those fines paid up, you're not going to get the suspension lifted.
So if there's someone watching right now and maybe they just don't have the cash, or I don't know this, but I just am getting to this as an annual thing. So if you can't do it right now and you find yourself in a suspended position next year, they'll reopen this window.
Right. You only get it 1 week every year, and it's going to be usually right around this time. I don't know if it's always specifically this 1 week, but you've got about a month right now, so that's why it's good for us to come on and kind of do the announcement now.
Get a chance
Start
to kind
saving
of get those finances in
talk
order.
to your grandparents, whoever you need some little extra cash for, whatever, and get that paid off, because after that week, your suspension stays in place.
Okay. And your blog, I was reading through, that's a great source of information. How can people find out more about you or how to contact you?
Easiest way, they can go to davidayler.com. It's got a lot of different blogs on there, some that are community related, some that are specific to different types of charges. So go online.
And this one you just wrote specifically for the DMV issue. Has even more details, so full of great info. David Ayler, always a pleasure.
Thank
you so much. And remind people again, when is the suspension week or the amnesty? March?
The amnesty week is March 16th through
March
the 20th.
16th.
And they can also keep still voting the city paper till the 17th as well.
That's right. Keep voting for David Ayler.
Trial Tuesday, brought to you by attorney David Ayler.
Well, whether you're planning to spend February the 14th with your spouse or best friends, there are many